Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 45-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
Oh, what a throw there. Back across the field, but it's still a completion.
Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's fourth down.
Interesting. You don't see a lot of jet sweeps on third down. It seems to be more of like a first and second down call because it kind of goes with more of the under center run game and play action game. So they go to it on third down. Really nice job there by the defense. A non-traditional play call. Good discipline. They're able to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Hurts.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 5.
Set. On 81.
Now Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Titans may have recovered, yes. Tennessee ball.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On first down, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make it.
Got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Sebastian Joseph Day gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down. Hurts now. So searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him. He's able to bring him down for a loss.
On fourth down, the snap comes to Hurts. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Here we go.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. That's complete to DK. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the
Here we
Eagles'
go.
47-yard line.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Now he'll air one out. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
46 yards.
It's a big one for Tennessee. Pickup of 46 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Pollard. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, great.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on. Ready.
Spears will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Eagles nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Good.
Hurts looking to throw off. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Titans out to the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
3rd down.
3rd and long for Hurts. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and They'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Look at this. They'll go with the jet sweep. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Paper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get across the 20s, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first. Overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game,
Pressure gets there, and down he goes! Zach Long getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That penalty is declined.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a first down.
And the 49er first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically, we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers.
That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. On the heels of the pick six, the offense comes onto the field a little sooner than they intended. They're going to try to make it 8-0. And he is not going to make it. They stop him short, and this remains a 6-0 game.
49ers nothing.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
He'll take it at the 12. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. Purdy to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 18.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 and quarterback Jalen Hurts.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
On 2nd down, Hurts.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they begin with 3rd and 8. To throw, Hurts. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't...
A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, But I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Outside.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. It is second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he will get into the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, they take advantage.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right back to the 25-yard line. So So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
That one, incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
They're indeed going. It hurts. Into space. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game. Like you see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scrambling. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks that they...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Winston. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Jalen Phillips getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They've got the 8-0 lead. Going to try to build on it here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. He's going to run it, and he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
More of the same right here, and you can see the numbers. They're really starting to pile up for the quarterback, especially on the ground here in the first half, Mike. And when he takes off running, you can feel everyone kind of hold their breath, both in terms of him being electrifying, but also the fact that they want to make sure he's not taking any unnecessary shots. I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, and pick up the first down. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To throw on second down is Hurts. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Third and long. Throwing is Hurts. He's looking the line, and it's fourth down.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give read, the running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on fourth down.
The Giants offense ready for their second possession. They'll start with great field position. Up at their 45. On first down, Dart. Oh, Neighbors wide open. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
A gain of 22 yards on the play.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. In trouble, and down he goes.
You could see that all-out blitz unfold even before the ball was snapped. They had everybody walk up on the line of scrimmage, and they're simply saying, we don't care if we cover everybody. You're not going to have enough time to get them the ball. And in this case, they were right.
18 Cardinal.
On second down, Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scalaboo. And the Giants are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He puts it up, and it's caught. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants are back within a point. It's 8-7.
Giants 7.
out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard pickup. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Hurts. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Micah McFadden in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Off he goes. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
No touch, no touch.
Now it's Hurts. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
11 more yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
A 1st down throw for Hurts.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Hurts. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Hurts, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts, touchdown Philadelphia. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Hurts now. That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
All right, so ultimately, it's a successful play. That's a win for the defense. But that was very close, Mike, to being a 4-point swing. So instead of the offense securing 2 points on that try, if he's able to secure that interception and take it the other way, he would have gotten 2 points for the defense.
On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of a shotgun. It's Dart. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. To the air on 2nd down. Dart, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. In motion, it's Robinson. The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
Set. And anyone hit?
To throw is Hurts.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
An 11-yard loss on the play brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Hurts. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to come over during the break. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Dart. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts, flush to his right, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Off the bootleg, here this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Sack on Getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
And that just has to be demoralizing for this offense. I guarantee one of the first things they talked about during the break was slowing down the pass rush. So, needless to say, that's not what they want to see.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Dart. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. What a mistake, Greg. That's the worst place on the field for that to happen. The fumble back in your own danger zone turns it into a disaster zone as the defense gets 6 points.
Yeah, and anytime you attempt to pass out of your own end zone, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit, but what a great time to bring pressure. If you're the defense there, you know you have them backed up, you know their quarterback's looking to make a play to get out of there, and you dial up pressure at the perfect time, not only to force the fumble, Mike, but you're able to recover it in the end zone for 6.
So, after the fumble return, they'll bring the offense out and go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboo. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Zone read it to give to Scatterboo. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
This is 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Go.
Now Dart. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Eagles recover the football. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Great.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley.
Number 26, Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Hurts. A field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. Hurts. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Dart going to throw here on second down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. On the give, it's Scatterboot. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got them backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. They send Britton Covey back deep. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, a loose football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Here's a handoff to Scatterboot. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and
9. From the 46, here's second and 9.
Let's go. Bravo 80.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third and 7. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.